The Forest That Watches Part 2. The night did not sleep. Oba remained standing outside his hut long after the whispering wind faded. The mist still curled around his feet, cold and restless, as if it had a life of its own. He tightened his grip on his spear. Something had followed him. He was certain of it. Slowly, carefully, he turned his head toward the forest. The trees stood tall and silent, their twisted branches clawing at the sky. Nothing moved, but the feeling remained. That same heavy feeling pressing against his chest, as if unseen eyes were watching from the darkness. Oba exhaled slowly. "Show yourself," he muttered into the night. Only the wind answered. Behind him, the wooden door of his hut creaked open. "Oba." It was his mother's voice. He turned to see Mama Ini standing in the doorway, the firelight from inside the hut glowing softly behind her. "You should not stand outside tonight," she said quietly. Oba frowned. "You feel it too," he said. It was not a question. Mama Ini's eyes moved toward the forest. For a brief moment, her calm expression hardened. "Yes," she whispered. "The forest is restless." The next morning came with uneasy silence. Normally, the village of Akinli would wake with the sounds of roosters, laughter, and farmers preparing for the day. But this morning was different. A crowd had gathered near the edge of the village. Whispers filled the air. Oba pushed through the villagers. What happened? An old man pointed toward the ground. Oba looked down, and his blood ran cold. Footprints, but not like any he had seen before. They were enormous, each one pressed deep into the mud, as if something incredibly heavy had walked there. But the shape was wrong. Not human, not animal, something else. The footprints moved from the forest, straight toward the village. A nervous murmur spread through the crowd. Whatever made those came from the forest. And it came in the night. Oba crouched down, studying the marks carefully. His hunter's instincts told him something disturbing. The creature had not been wandering. It had been searching. Suddenly, a young boy shouted from the back of the crowd, "Look!" Everyone turned. More footprints. These ones were newer, fresher, still wet with mud, and they were heading back into the forest, as if whatever came in the night had returned. Just before dawn, Oba slowly stood up. His jaw tightened. "I'm going after it." Gasps spread through the villagers. "No," someone shouted. "You cannot follow that thing." But Oba had already picked up his spear. "If it walks into our village once," he said quietly, "it will return again." The forest stood silent before him, dark, waiting, watching, and deep in the shadows, something moved. Watch out for part 3. The forest is about to reveal what walks within it.